Hello everyone, it's Attacker2 here, and for today, we have just gathered us up some recent gaming and Nintendo news for today's video. And so for today's topic, for those who have been waiting for this year's annual gaming event being E3, we're expecting a lot of big announcements from Nintendo, Xbox, and I guess Square Enix. Maybe not Sony though, Sony has basically their own thing to do a lot, but yeah, apparently, I'm sorry to break it to you all, but this year's event is fully cancelled. And I mean fully cancelled in general. Not just digitally, but just not gonna happen at all, according to the ESA. So right here on Will Powers on Twitter has stated this. Just got an email. It's official. E3 Digital is officially canceled for 2022. Lots of mixed feelings about this. And yeah, apparently if you guys want more evidence, Nibel, a well-known Nintendo and gaming Twitter user, has said that yes, it's official. E3 2022 is canceled. Basically just hitting the nail in the coffin, meaning that the event is not going to happen at all, which is kind of disappointing for the fans who have been pretty much been waiting. I mean, I feel bad for the Nintendo fans. Like, many are expecting Breath of the Wild 2 to at least somewhat get a bit of gameplay after its delay yesterday, which I can understand why. And I also do think that there was going to be something happening for Nintendo of E3 2022. But we went from just having thinking there's going to be stuff happening in E3 to basically no E3 happening at all, which I must say it's a little funny, but it is a little sad for those who have been waiting to see another big event. Because last year we've gotten a digital event for E3 2021 instead of the in-person thing, which kinda didn't go well. And then the year before that, it was obviously canceled due to the pandemic starting around that time. So E3 2022, I was at least expecting something, but then again, at the same time, I was at least expecting them to, I guess, somewhat cancel it, but I was a little surprised by the ESA. Like, did they give an exact reason why they canceled it? I guess I assume it's probably because of the digital thing that happened last year, but I'm not too sure. But before I kind of just go on, there is also another thing that the ESA stated. According to an interview with IGN, it says, instead the ESA seems to be making plans to regroup for a larger comeback in 2023, making me feel a little more hopeful that next year's big gaming event might at least be, a big thing, with the whole reunion and especially having an actual in-person event instead of a digital event this time. But not only that, at the same time, after the ESA announcement of canceling E3 this year, Geoff Keighley basically tweeted this, which is just a simple winking emoji, and that's about it. For those who don't know, there is also another gaming event aside from E3, being the Summer Game Fest, run by Geoff Keighley. You see, given how we're not going to get E3 this year, or at some point, I assume that the Summer Game Fest would be replacing its time slot for that event instead, which, even though I don't really mind. And really, that's just all I have to say about it. For those who might be thinking that that E3 is basically nothing at this point, we gotta remember, there are still some events that could happen, such as the Xbox Showcase, and even though Nintendo E3 Directs are basically the whole point of that event, there's still general Nintendo Directs that can happen in June. Even though E3 is canceled, that doesn't mean other events can happen, aside from the Summer Game Fest. So don't worry, guys, we can still get a lot of big stuff from all the gaming companies, just not with the event we usually go to every year. But I want to know all your opinions and thoughts down below. What do y'all think of E3 2022's cancellation? Are you sad? At least a bit disappointed, or are you pretty much preparing for E3 2023? I want to know all your opinions down below. And so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend. Like a Hellcat.